This is just a short walk around video. There's my old wheel horse, T605. I've used that a lot. This is just a video to take up time. I do a lot of crazy and weird things like that. Pump's dry though. This was just something to pass time. One point. Like I said, I do a lot of weird and crazy things. Like whatever this is. Don't know how to, I found an old compass and it looked pretty good on it. Tables made from pallets. All this was made from pallets. And the bench was made from pallets. This is the mobile chicken house. Real quick and easy to check for eggs. Whenever I've got it mobile, I can just use the rainwater to refill the water. And I can close each side of the cage so they can't lay in the side that I can't get to get the eggs. That's what that counterweight is for. It's a pretty simple chicken coop. You can see this one will raise and lower the ramp for that side, and this one opens and closes the door for this side. Same for the opposite. To raise and lower the ramps, I use what's called a Chinese windlass. It's basically just a large pulley and a small pulley made into one. And I usually hook this up behind this and drag it all, feed, bedding, everything all in one. Except for the cage. I sometimes use this cage on the side of it. That's a birdhouse I built from scrap flooring, hardwood flooring. Even though it's laminated, you're not supposed to use laminated outside, but it'll last for many years. A burn pit. I used to have a large blacksmith shop, but most of it's all gone. In fact, 90% of it's gone. Another old shop. That's an old goat cart that I made many years ago. I used to use horses and donkeys to pull it too. But 2 goats will pull it, no problem. Well, not now, but it's old and rotted. Old pig lot. I used to keep sheep here. And the horses would feed over there where the lawnmower's at. Old unusable wheel horse mowing deck. I need to try and find another one. This one is pretty much shot. It's the older stall and it's hard to find. Cleave hitch. All of my big machines are gone. Tractors, so forth. Old barn. I usually just use this for storage now because it's pretty much shot as well. But I'm not going to tear it down because no need in tearing down old barns. It's bad luck too. Brooder, which I use every year. More old junk. Oh yeah, the table I made came from some of those floorboards that's missing because they're wormy chestnut. We'll go around and look at where I used to keep the goats. Yeah, close the door. Oh, this is filled in quite a bit. This used to be my chicken lot. At one time I had over 300 chickens. Back behind it is the old goat lot. Okay, this is the larger section. This is where I used to keep the goats. Put them in at night. Not really a whole lot left in here. Oh yeah, what a mess. Nothing of any count in these anymore. I haven't been in here in a long time. Old medicines. Chicken tags. Leg tags. Bands. Old peels. The barn is slowly falling away. This is where I used to also raise pigs. I built all this by myself before I was in high school. Maybe I'll do a quick tour of the cemetery behind the house. Maybe I'll do that next. That was my old rabbit hutch. Used to have her hutch there where the sheep was too, and on the side of that building. Power company trimmed out for the power lines. Cemetery is right up there though. Family cemetery. And down below it is a Gillum Griffin cemetery. All of this was fenced in for chickens. All the way up to the apple tree. be a pig lot here as well. It's also where I used to keep my calf feeder until a tree fell on it. But yeah, I'll do a video of the cemetery next. Or maybe the orphanage. That's across the road. Maybe I'll do a video on restoring this old wheel horse. There's not really much to it, just transmission really. It's going to be a cheap restore. I think this is a 31 model, T605. These don't have synchronized transmissions. So the biggest thing would be tearing the transmission down, which there's not much to them. 2 to 3 shafts is it. I do use this a lot to drag logs. Oh, this is something that I made too. This is for holding the logs. So I'm going to turn tendons on them. Quick and simple. This, as you can see, was made from scrap. A foot vise. I used to make a lot of horseshoes. Like I said, there's not much left. This I use a lot. It's a wet grinder, sharpener. I used to sharpen my axes, drill bits. Maybe I'll do a video on that, how to sharpen spade bits. I do like to do metal detecting. Maybe I'll do a video on it as well. I have found a lot of neat things while metal detecting.